Hello, it's Amy and welcome to your 30-minute walk and learn. In today's walk, we're going to learn about how gut health is so important for belly fat. All right, today's format's going to be a 2x2, 2 minutes fast, 2 minutes slow, repeat. All right, safety first. Remember, putting that earbud in your ear. Listen to me only. Don't be watching me as you're walking. Only one ear too if you're out walking so you can hear the rest of your environment in case someone tries to run you over. You can do this on an elliptical, a treadmill, just marching in place. Are you ready to get started? My timer is set. We're starting this 3x3. This is an easy one. 3 minutes fast, 3 minutes slow. We're starting with a slow as our warm-up. Take a deep breath in. Start walking. This is the time to check in with your body. How are you feeling today? I'm so happy you're here to learn about gut health. Heel toe, how do the feet feel? Are your socks adjusted okay? Check in, making sure you're walking heel to toe, not just on your toe. You're walking flat, not on the outside of your feet, not on the inside of your feet. Check in with your knees, check in with your thighs and your hips and your low back. Gently walking to get the blood flowing so that you can not get hurt as we start going faster. 3-minute intervals are pretty fast. That's a long intensity, a high intensity interval. So do what you can do. Start out a little bit slower because we're still just warming up. How about those shoulders too? Bring them up to your ears and then down, taking a deep breath in with each and down. Bring your arms up and then down and up and then down, stretching out your shoulders and then opening up your arms, stretching out your chest and closing them, giving yourself a great big hug. I'm so proud of you for getting out and walking and learning about why gut health is important for belly fat. So we're going to jump in today. Hold on one second. Just keep breathing. If you need to take a minute, if like something's got a kink in it, stop. You can keep listening. Circle your feet around. Give your calves or your front of your thighs a stretch. I want you to walk with good posture throughout this entire 30 minutes together, keeping your shoulders back and down, abs pulled in, trying to keep that chin level to the ground, not looking down too much. I want you to look down so you don't trip, but look ahead if you can, or glance down every once in a while and then come back up. Safety first too, making sure if you're walking with your earbud in, you can hear with the other ear so you don't get run over or hit by something. And then I will try to remember to turn around at 15 minutes. So if you're going out and back, don't promise it, so keep an eye on it yourself. We got 30 more seconds of warming up, and then we're going to go fast, and I will talk. I'm going to take a sip of water. I am just sitting here in this walk and learn, not walking with you. But I will be keeping my nice posture and encouraging you to do the same for 10 more seconds, and then we're going to go fast. And here we go, 5. And 3 minutes fast. So if you've been hearing a lot of talk about gut health lately, over the last couple of years, it's for a good reason. Experts know, they know scientifically that it plays an important role in our overall health. They refer to the gut as the second brain, as it's responsible for getting the whole body into working order. So it's very important. This is new as well. We've only just within the last 10 to 15 years really dug into the gut health and how important it really is. Research shows that the bacteria and other microbes living in your gut, which make up you might hear me say it's called the microbiome. They can influence the risk of many things such as developing heart disease and type 2 diabetes, anxiety and depression, and how much visceral fat, aka belly fat, that you have. Perked up? That's why you're here. That's why I'm talking about it. That's why we're going to talk about what the gut health is and then how to make some improvements, because I'm an action girl. You know it's bad, but you got to take action once you know it's bad. Okay, so what is gut health? And now you're going fast. We're about halfway through this interval. Gut health refers to the overall well-being and optimal functioning of your gastrointestinal or your GI tract, which includes the stomach, the small intestines, and the large intestines or your colon. The gut plays a crucial role in digestion, the absorption of the nutrients that you're eating, and the elimination of waste from the body. It's also home to a diverse community of microorganisms known as the gut microbiome. I told you all that already. All right, so the gut microbiome consists of trillions of bacteria. You've got 1 minute fast, viruses, fungi, and other microorganisms that coexist within our body. These microbes have a symbiotic relation with us, providing various benefits of aiding in the digestion. They produce vitamins from the things that we're eating, strengthening our immune system, and even influencing our mental health, as I alluded to at the beginning. Keep going. We got about 35 seconds, not minutes, 35 seconds of fast. Push it. Go. You're warming up. So how do you know if your gut is healthy? The question is now is how can you tell if your gut is healthy and functioning as it should be? I'm looking at my timer, a little distracted. Let's go 15 seconds fast. Let's focus on that. Heel toe, shoulders back, pumping your arms. Push it, squeeze your booty with each push off. And go slow. So I'm going to talk about some signs that you need to pay attention to. This is going to get personal, okay? Because we're going to talk about poop. We never talked about poop when I was growing up. Not sure why. Most of my life, I have had digestive issues, but we just never talked about it. I'm not sure that that's a good thing. Pooping is a clear sign of your body's overall health. So if you aren't talking about it, you should. So let's go talk about poop. The first sign of good gut health is if you're having regular bowel movement patterns. There are no set rules as to how often you should go. Number two, as it can be different from every person I've talked to. Generally, you're going potty between 3 times a day. Oh my God, I've never done that. And 3 times a week is considered healthy. It just depends on you. We're going nice and slow, so take advantage of this. You should also be doing it during the daytime, okay, not while you're sleeping. That's a sign something's wrong. If you notice any major changes in your normal habits, and you've got to decide what is your normal. Don't tell anybody that you have to be pooping. Don't let anybody tell you and convince you that you have to be pooping 3 times a day. That might not be what is right for you. Mine is once a day, maybe once every 2 days, to be honest with you. But I'm working on that, definitely. I'll tell you some things I've done and when we get to the action. Let's see, where was I at? If you notice any major signs during the night, if you're having to get up during the night to go potty, this could be a sign something's not right. And you should speak to your doctor, okay? Second sign of good health is not how often, but is your poop healthy? The color and consistency of your stools is also an important indicator of your gut health. You know your gut health is healthy when your stool. I'm kind of laughing about. Why do we always laugh about poop? It's not funny, but it is serious. It's funny. I have a poop log book that I got from my brother-in-law as a gag gift a while ago. It has you score your poop. I might get that one out. He passed away and I still have that thing. For some reason, when we were around him, the subject of poop always came up. It wasn't about really poop, his poop, but it was animals' poop or baby poop, and he had a little one. We have 15 more seconds of slow, and he lived in the mountains, and he would share pictures of the poop he found. There was donkeys up there and bears and coyotes. It got to be funny. In fact, we would just, okay, let's get it out of the right away. Let's go fast, 3 minutes fast. Just get it out of the way and let's talk about poop as soon as we saw him. You should be on the lookout for poop that has a smooth texture, has a sausage shape, don't giggle, that passes as a single large stool or a few smaller pieces. It should sink to the bottom of the bowl, and those 3 things are a good sign. All right. Unhealthy stools can be a warning sign of things of poor diet, dehydration, food intolerances, stress. If you listen to my stress walk and learn, or underlying health issues, stools that are lumpy. You're going fast now. Heel toe, or hard, or too soft, or runny, or a different color, unrelated to what you just ate. They usually are an indicator that something's not going right in your gut. And in such cases, you should see your doctor if they're prolonged. If, say, you ate something bad, of course, you know what happened. All right. But if it's just like all the time chronic, your stools don't look normal, then you should be talking to your doctor right away. Let's see. We're at 1:45 fast. The other thing, the number 3 thing is you should have a good gut transition time. Gut transition time refers to how long it takes for your food that you eat to get digested and travel through your gut. While this can vary, of course, between different people, the ideal gut transit time, is about 28 hours. So if you eat some corn or something, 28 hours you should see that, not a couple of hours. My girlfriend had a problem like this. I think it was her gallbladder, and she ate something and it came right out. And they talk about how geese do this, or ducks. It just comes right out. If your transit time seems too short or too long, again, you should talk to your doctor, as in a lot of times this indicates a problem such as an intolerance, or you've got a chronic constipation issue, or a dumping syndrome, a condition in which food travels too quickly. That's what I was talking about, from your stomach to your small intestine. That was definitely something was wrong with her gallbladder when that was happening. And she couldn't digest fat, so if she ate any fat, it just went right through her. So these are things that you really need to pay attention to, and don't ignore them. Unless you don't care, then ignore them and just keep living that life. And what I talked about in another email I just wrote is the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. If you're not doing something about this or you don't care, let's go slow. We're on a slow 3-minute interval. But if you're nervous and you see something going wrong, it's time to take action. Okay. The fourth, the fourth sign, I didn't do my notes very well in this one. The fourth sign of a healthy gut is that you don't feel any discomfort during bowel movement. Being able to go potty comfortably is a sign of healthy gut. You're not struggling, straining, or having any pain when you're going potty. If that happens, you need to talk to your doctor. That could be something related to colon cancer, or some sort of hemorrhoid or something like that you may need to get addressed. And it could be a sign of something else like IBS or constipation problems. Lastly, a sign of good gut health, you're going slow. Let me make sure that I've got plenty of time. Let's talk about lastly, the sign of a healthy gut is that you don't get bloated after you eat. Raise your hand if you eat certain foods, your belly pooches out because you're bloated. Not that there's a lot of fat, but you're just full of gas or something. Gas in itself is a byproduct of trillions of bacteria that live in your gut, and they do aid in your normal digestion. People with healthy gut activity typically poop or fart 10 to 20 times a day, so that's normal. If you're experiencing bloating or gut pain or nausea or weight loss or a lot of gas, you should speak to your GI doctor, as many of these are a sign of underlying digestive conditions. Could be things like ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease. Okay, one more minute of slow. Let's see how many more. Keep going slow. I'm okay. I'm doing good. Let's go one more minute of slow, taking a breath, bringing your shoulders up to your ears, bringing them down, taking a stretch break, taking a water break if you're carrying water with you. So 30 more seconds of slow, we'll go fast, and I'll talk about the major symptoms, the high level major symptoms of poor gut health. And they can vary, but most commonly, these are the ones I found. 20 more seconds of slow. The first one is the digestive issues that I mentioned above: bloating, gas, pain, diarrhea, constipation, or IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome. 9 more seconds. Let's go 5. Take a deep breath in. I'm going to switch to a different picture. I wanted to get something more calming, and I always forget. We're 15 minutes out. So if you're going out and back, turn around. Let's head back in as I talk about the next. Whoops, that didn't want to do that. The next things that could be a major sign of gut health problems or poor gut health is food intolerances, sensitivities, or intolerances to certain foods, lactose, gluten. You know, when you eat these things, you don't feel well. A weakened immune system. Are you getting sick all the time? A significant portion of our immune system is located right in the gut, and poor gut health can compromise its functions, leading to more frequent infections or allergies. For example, your gut produces certain vitamins, including vitamin K, and that communicates with your immune system to help you fight off infections. Another symptom is mood disorders. The gut and brain communicate through the gut-brain axis, and disruptions in gut health can contribute to mental health issues. That's like anxiety or depression. I was worried about that because with my menopause symptoms, my anxiety went cuckoo. So I had a gut health check in November where I pooped and gave something my poop in, and they analyzed it, and I did have what they called leaky gut. I think I talk about that in a little bit. I'll talk about that in a second. I don't want to get off track here. Other things: fatigue and low energy. You're going fast now. So poor absorption of nutrients. If you've got this thing I just alluded to called leaky gut, you're not getting the nutrients that you need. You're taking it all in, but your body's not getting to that. And the disrupted gut function, all of that can result in reduced energy and feeling of being tired all the time. Skin problems, conditions like acne, eczema, psoriasis can be influenced by balances in your gut health. And lastly here, belly fat. Got belly fat? It may be your gut microbiome because they also influence how you digest certain foods and produce chemicals that help make you feel full. I talked about this in the sleep. Sleep regulates these hormones, leptin and ghrelin. Therefore, your gut, if it's influencing those and you're hungry all the time and you don't feel full, these will influence your weight. A study I found examined the gut bacteria. We're going to go 20 more seconds fast. Push it, push it, push it. The gut bacteria, I'm going to wait. I'm going to have you push this. We've got 12 more minutes left, and I think I can get through all of this. 15 more seconds. Push fast. Heel toe. Pump your arms. Get those shoulders back and down. Squeeze in that tummy just a little bit. Use the glutes. This was interesting. And slow. A study I found looked at 77 pairs of twins. One of each of these twins was obese and the other was not. The study found that those who had obesity had a different gut bacteria than their twins that didn't have the obesity. In particular, obesity was associated with lower gut bacteria diversity. So they might have had the same, but it wasn't enough different types of gut bacteria. Even more alarming is the gut bacteria from the people with obesity that they put that. Have you heard about this where they actually put people's gut bacteria into mice, and the mice that got that gut bacteria gained weight? So that definitely tells me that there is a connection between our gut health and our weight. So So now that you know the importance, we're going slow, take some deep breaths in. You know the importance of gut health. What do you do about it, okay? First, if you have anything, if you're shaking your head and raising your hand, any of those symptoms I just talked about, don't wait. Talk to your doctor or find a good naturopath. I found one because I was going through hormone replacement therapy. Of course, my doctor wouldn't prescribe it. And of course, I asked them anything about, they just threw a pill at me. Take this pill, Prilosec, or some more, eat more fiber or something. So I talked with a naturopath, and she tested my poop. Let's see. Don't wait, having an issue. This was a poop test, and the results showed that I had a leaky gut, which meant that I was letting too many things into my bloodstream, and I also had a gut sensitivity to gluten. I had no idea, but it definitely showed up in both my poop test and my blood work. So what is leaky gut? Inside our bellies, we have an extensive intestinal lining covering more than 4,000 square feet of surface area. That's incredible. When working properly, it forms a tight barrier. Think of a nylon stocking, that size, okay? That controls what gets absorbed into the bloodstream, okay? An unhealthy gut lining, leaky gut, has many cracks or holes. Think of, instead of that nylon, think of fishnet stockings. That's a leaky gut. That allows particles of digested food, toxins, and bugs penetrate through that intestinal lining and get into our system, bloodstream. This may trigger inflammation and changes in your normal gut bacteria, because the good stuff gets out, and that can lead to problems in your digestive tract and beyond. The research world is booming today with studies showing that modifications in intestinal bacteria and inflammation, we're going to go fast, may play a very important role in the development of several chronic diseases, okay? When our gut isn't healthy, they're showing the direct connection between things like lupus and arthritis and what's the other one that I just was talking about? Fibromyalgia. My God, all those chronic inflammatory diseases. Let's go fast. 'Cause, we're going to talk about the best things to do. Okay, so if you think you might have a gut problem, you need to get tested. Talk to your doctor. If they don't do the testing, push them. If you can find a naturopath and you can sink a little bit of money, maybe you have an HSA account. I used that. I had when I left HP, I had a health savings account as well that I've been able to use for some of this testing, because it's important to me. Without health is wealth. So I'm going to spend my money on my health. And getting breast cancer, it even more reinforced that meaning to me. Okay, so what can you do? We're going 150 seconds fast. I need to take a deep breath. I'm talking too fast. I try to get through these things. The first thing you need to do to keep your gut healthy is eat diversity, getting balanced diets with focus on all different types of foods. Are you the same person? You're a person that eats the same thing every day? You need to mix it up a bit. Getting all sorts of different types of vegetables and fruits and things like that is super important. Eating whole grains, and grains that haven't been refined. Those are what whole grains are. So they're high in fiber. You're thinking about rice, things that are whole, rice, quinoa, what other things? Millet, farro, all sorts of grains. Don't think of grains as carbs. Whole grains are a carb, definitely, but don't think of whole grains as a carb. That's bad. Whole grains are good for you. They have fiber, which is what you need to get healthy digestion, and then improving your bacteria, which may help in weight loss. Fruits and vegetables. You got 40 seconds fast. Fruits, someone said, don't eat too many fruits, they have too much sugar. Never, ever, please, unless you have diabetes and you know that something spikes your blood sugar, but fruit is nature's candy. It's got so many different fibers and good for your gut bacteria. Eating an assortment of plant-based foods can improve that diversity of your gut bacteria, which is linked to healthy weight. You got about 10 more seconds of fast. Deep breath in. We're coming down the wire. About 6 more minutes left. 3, 2, 1, and go nice and slow. Slow. We're going to do Slow 1 minute fast, and then we'll do a 2 minute cool down. All right, so nuts and seeds. What are some good things for your gut bacteria? Nuts and seeds also contain lots of fiber and healthy fats, which support the growth of healthy bacteria in your gut. Now make sure they're just a handful, not like me, who I'm a nutaholic, and grab, oh, it's healthy, so I grab handfuls upon handfuls. Gwyneth, if you're listening, my nut freak comrade. So you got to be careful. The other thing you want to look for are polyphenol-rich foods. These include, yay, dark chocolate. Ooh, yummy. Green tea, red wine. Oh, I love red wine. You got to make sure it's limited. Not a whole bottle, people. A glass, if you can. I've had to cut alcohol out almost completely. I allowed myself a couple glasses a week on a special occasion. 2 minutes slow, taking some time. Let's see. So the polyphenols in these foods can't be digested alone, but are broken down by a beneficial gut bacteria, promoting the growth of good bacteria. So they do like a dual game in your gut, helping to promote that good bacteria. The next one is fermented foods. Fermented foods like yogurt and kombucha and kefir and sauerkraut, they actually contain these really good bacteria in the food because they've been fermented and that bacteria has been allowed to grow. These can help minimize other disease-causing bacteria in the intestine. So you get that good bacteria into your gut that can kill off some of the bad bacteria, okay? This other thing that I want to perk your ears up, listen up, ladies. If you're a Diet Coke person, stop it right now. Any diet soda, 1 minute slow. Yeah, no, it doesn't have any calories, but it wreaks havoc on your gut. If you think it's the best thing, you are wrong. Artificial sweeteners such as aspartame, saccharin, they reduce the beneficial bacteria in our intestines, which contribute to high blood sugar. You're thinking you're drinking something that doesn't have any sugar, but they actually affect your blood sugar and cause weight gain. Do not think that those are a good thing, okay? Foods containing unhealthy fats we want to stay away from. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed sugary foods. So I talked about all of the good things, now on the bad things. So artificial sweeteners, sugar, a diet high in sugar can stimulate the growth of certain unhealthy bacteria in the gut, which also contributes to weight gain and other chronic health orders. So no sugar, but don't use artificial sweetener to replace it. We're going to go 1 more minute fast. The other bad thing that you want to stay away from are unhealthy fats. These are omega-3 fats, things that are in all of the really processed oils like soybean and corn oil and vegetable oil. Those are highly processed. Actually, the omega-3s are good for you. I'm sorry, I misread that one. So healthy fats such as omega-3s support beneficial bacteria in the intestine, whereas saturated fats, those things I talked about, contribute to the growth of disease-causing bacteria. 20 more seconds of fast. Let's push that while I wrap things up. Other things that you can do to keep that gut healthy. We'll wrap that up. Take a deep breath in and push for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slow down. 2 more minutes of a nice cool down, taking a stop and stretching while I talk about other things you can do to keep your gut healthy. Staying hydrated, drinking water really supports a healthy digestion and maintains the balance of fluid in your gut. You want to aim for, the general rule of thumb is 8 cups a day or 64 ounces or more if you engage in physical activity that's really intense in the heat. Manage your stress. Make sure you listen to my stress deep dive on belly fat. Chronic stress disrupts the balance of bacteria in your gut. How many of you have been stressed and you get stress diarrhea? That happens to me sometimes. Incorporate stress management techniques into your routine, such as meditation, deep breathing, exercise, yoga, or just engaging in activities that you enjoy. Get enough sleep. All of these things are coming full circle. They all are tied together. Quality sleep plays a vital role in maintaining a healthy gut. Strive for 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep. I talk more about that in my deep dive. Regular physical activity that you're doing, you're cooling down right now, helps stimulate bowel movements, reduces stress, and improves the overall gut motility. Let's see, brisk walking, cycling, doing what you're doing right now. Avoid unnecessary use of antibiotics. Please take your antibiotics, but really ask your doctor if they're necessary, because they can really disrupt and wreak havoc on your good bacteria in your gut. And lastly, consider probiotics. Probiotics that you buy are really beneficial bacteria that can support your gut health. Make sure you contact your doctor or healthcare professional to determine if you need it and what is good for you. I'm in the middle of doing an experiment with 2 probiotics my naturopath recommended, and we're coming down the wire. Remember that everyone's gut health is unique, so it's important to listen to your body and make the adjustments that work for you. I'm experimenting with different probiotics. A probiotic changed my life. My digestion was really bad when I was younger, and also eliminating dairy in the morning and high sugar foods in the morning, and taking a probiotic or things that helped me. It's always the best thing to do is talk to a healthcare professional. I have to wrap this up. Take a time to stretch. Thank you for joining me. Reach out if any of these resonated with you. And I'd love to, if you've learned anything else about your gut and what has helped you. How did that feel, learning something while you've got a planned walk where you're walking faster than slower, you're warming up, you're cooling down? I thought this was a great idea. If you like this, give me a thumbs up and let me know, and I'll do some more. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified when they're there, or leave me a comment of what you liked about this video. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.